Here is a rescue and rebuild story on a house in Patchogue. This was the longest deal I've ever closed. It took 4 years from start to finish. The property had over $1 million owed on the mortgage, more than $300,000 in IRS and state tax liens, and a bank that refused to cooperate. On top of that, the property was tied up in an estate with 2 heirs who didn't even know where to begin. In the end, we were able to get the mortgage paid off in full, negotiate the liens, close the sale, and the family actually walked away with money without ever laying out a dollar. This property was submitted to us through our referral network by one of our finders. It was a property in Patchogue, but it was tied up in complicated estate situations. The parent had passed away, the daughter and the son were the heirs, and there was over $1 million owed on the mortgage, more than $300,000 in IRS liens, New York State tax liens, and other creditor judgments. There wasn't even an estate administrator appointed yet. So this wasn't just a short sale, it was probate, tax issues, foreclosure pressure, and lender negotiation all colliding at once. The first problem was that the bank wouldn't even speak to us because there was no estate administrator in place. So we guided the daughter through the process of getting appointed as administrator, coordinated the paperwork, and helped establish legal authority over the estate. Without control of the estate, nothing moves. And there's where most deals die before they even begin. Once the estate was established, we submitted the short sale, and after months of negotiation, the bank approved it. But then we uncovered over $300,000 in additional liens between the IRS, New York State tax liens, and other creditor judgments. And this is something most investors don't understand. Getting a short sale approval doesn't mean you can actually close. Those liens still have to be negotiated and released. From there, we had to negotiate lien releases, obtain payoff letters, work with government agencies, and coordinate timelines between multiple parties. It took a significant amount of time. And by the time everything was finally aligned and ready to close, the short sale approval had expired. When we went back to the bank, they didn't want to reissue the approval, and they didn't even want to reopen the file. This is the point where 99% of deals die. We resubmitted the file, the bank stalled, and they pushed back repeatedly. So instead of waiting, we changed strategy. We advised the heirs to hire a foreclosure defense attorney so that there would be legal pressure on the bank. Sometimes negotiation alone isn't enough. Sometimes you need leverage. With that pressure in place, the bank allowed a new appraisal, reopened the file, and became much more cooperative. In the end, over $1 million of the mortgage debt was resolved. The property closed for under $400,000, the liens were released, the mortgage was paid off, and the sellers actually walked away with money. They never had to pay a single dollar out of pocket because we covered every cost involved in getting the deal done. Complicated deals aren't scary, they're just layered. This transaction required estate coordination, lien negotiation, short sale structuring, government communication, legal strategy, and persistence over 4 years. Most people would have quit when the approval expired, but we didn't. That's really what we do. We step into the storm so that the families don't have to. If your deal feels impossible, it has estate issues, IRS liens, foreclosure, or expired approvals, that's exactly when you call us, because the hardest deals are the ones we're built for.